Have you ever felt like you're running in circles, working hard but never moving forward? For years, that was my life. I watched others grow, succeed, and change, while I stayed exactly where I was. Frustrated, confused, and secretly afraid that maybe I just wasn't meant for more. But everything changed the day I stumbled onto one simple habit. At first, I didn't believe something so small could make a difference. I had tried so many things before, new routines, big goals, even changing my environment. Nothing seemed to stick. But this habit was different. It didn't require talent, money, or even a lot of time. All it needed was a decision. Every morning, before I checked my phone or spoke to anyone, I would write down one thing I wanted to improve that day. Just one. It could be as simple as drinking more water, listening more carefully, or finishing a task I'd been avoiding. At first, it felt almost pointless. How could writing down a tiny goal change anything? But after a week, I noticed something strange. I was actually following through. The act of choosing one thing and seeing it through gave me a small win every day. Those wins started to add up. I felt a little more confident, a little less stuck. Instead of being overwhelmed by everything I wanted to change, I focused on what I could do right now. That shift in focus was the beginning of real momentum in my life. Soon, the habit became a quiet anchor in my mornings. I realized that the reason I'd been stuck for so long wasn't because I lacked ambition or opportunity. It was because I was always waiting for the right time or the perfect plan. I'd set huge goals, get excited, and then freeze when things got hard or progress felt slow. But this new approach was different. By focusing on one small, doable action each day, I stopped waiting for motivation and started building it. I learned that progress isn't about giant leaps. It's about steady, intentional steps. Some days, my goal was as simple as making my bed or sending a thank you message. Other days, it was tackling a difficult conversation or starting a project I've been putting off. No matter how small, each action chipped away at the invisible wall that had kept me stuck for years. As weeks turned into months, I noticed my mindset changing. I stopped seeing setbacks as proof that I'd never change. Instead, I saw them as part of the process. If I missed a day, I didn't quit. I just started again the next morning. That consistency built trust in myself. I began to believe that I could handle whatever came my way, one day at a time. The habit also made me more aware of my choices. I started asking myself, what is one thing I can do today that my future self will thank me for? That question became a compass, guiding me through uncertainty and doubt. People around me noticed the difference. Friends asked what had changed. I told them about my habit, and some of them tried it too. They found the same thing I did. When you focus on one small improvement each day, you create a ripple effect. Your confidence grows, your energy returns, and suddenly, the things that once felt impossible start to feel within reach. I realized that being stuck isn't a life sentence. It's a signal, a sign that something needs to shift. For me, that shift was learning to value progress over perfection, action over overthinking, and consistency over intensity. If you're feeling stuck right now, I want you to know that you're not alone. It's easy to believe that change requires a dramatic overhaul, but the truth is, it starts with a single step. Choose one thing, just one, that you can do today to move forward. Write it down, do it, then do it again tomorrow. Over time, those small actions will add up to something bigger than you can imagine. The habit that changed my life wasn't glamorous or complicated. It was simple, almost invisible. But it was powerful. It taught me that the way out of feeling stuck is through action, not waiting, through small wins, not giant leaps, through showing up for yourself every single day. Looking back, I realized that the habit didn't just help me get unstuck, it changed the way I see myself. I stopped measuring my worth by how much I achieved in a day and started valuing the effort I put in, no matter how small. I became more patient with myself, more forgiving of my mistakes, and more willing to try again after setbacks. The fear of failure lost its grip on me because I knew that every day was a new chance to make progress. I also discovered that this habit made me more present. Instead of worrying about the future or regretting the past, I focused on what I could do right now. That presence brought a sense of peace I hadn't felt in years. The most surprising part was how this simple practice affected other areas of my life. My relationships improved because I was more attentive and intentional. My work became more meaningful because I approached each task with purpose. Even my health got better because I started making small choices that added up over time. The habit became a foundation, a steady base I could rely on, no matter what was happening around me. I realized that real change doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. It comes from showing up day after day and doing the next right thing. If you're listening to this and thinking, that sounds too simple to work, I get it. I was skeptical too, but sometimes the simplest solutions are the most powerful. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. You just need to start. Pick one thing, write it down. Do it, and then tomorrow, do it again. Over time, you'll look back and realize you're not stuck anymore. You're moving, growing, and becoming the person you always wanted to be. That's the hidden power of one small habit, repeated every day. It's not magic, it's momentum. And it's available to you starting right now.